Football. It's the American passion. It has produced legends and greats, stories that will be passed on from generation to generation to generation, never to be forgotten. It brings together towns, communities, and people from every background. Every fall, hope springs eternal for both players and fans alike. Enter Tim Bevins. For Tim Bevins, football isn't just confined to the fall. For Tim, football is in every minute of every day of his life. It's been there for him in the good times and the bad. When Tim was 11 years old, his parents would split and he would live with his father in a van with his two brothers. Shortly thereafter, Tim would find football. However, perhaps it's not what he found on the field that's most important, but what he found off the field that's the most important, and makes us realize perhaps the most important thing in life isn't whose team wins the Super Bowl.
But we were in that situation, I guess, 4 years, so you could say homeless. But it wasn't that bad, man. You know, we definitely were blessed, and we always had enough, never went hungry, you know. We moved to Lincoln. I was about at the age of about 11 or so. And I remember the first year we were there, my mom comes out of nowhere. I think she was like upset that day or something. The tone she had was kind of funny. And she was kind of yelling, but at the same time wanted us to be involved with the community and stuff like that. And was like, you know, I want you guys to do football and you're gonna get involved whether you like it or not, you know. And at the time I was like, I do not want to do this, because all I kind of had was you're getting yelled at, you got to run all day. Boot camp type of, you know, idea of football. I guess from that day on, man, I was pretty much hooked. It's just, man, the passion I have for it, you know, just I can't even explain it. It's just how there's so many things in every single position that needs to be done, how you can come together, the way it brings people together. I've seen growing up people like literally at war with each other, not getting along at all in football, solving that problem, because if you want to be successful in it, you have to come together, you know what I mean? So that's the main thing I love about it. It is a good reflection of who I am and what I believe in and what I am as a person, bringing us, you know, people together. Me and Courtney, you know, being together, known her for years, 10 years now. We've been together about a year and a half, and she really, I guess, had like a big crush on me, you know, back in high school.
So we met back in high school. He was a sophomore, I was a freshman at the time, and we were in computer class. And I had to help him out a lot because he had no idea what he was doing. And so that's kind of how we initially met, and we just never really connected. It was just off timing the entire time in high school. And then we reconnected once in college, basically. He was just very handsome, and he was talented in football too, but he just always seemed to be genuine to me more than any other guy, even the guy that I was supposedly dating. He was actually genuine and a good person. And it was more like a friendship in the beginning, actually, for a good month. And then we were like, oh, I kind of like you. And so then it kind of connected after that.
I was really attracted to, you know, her mindset. She had her dreams and goals, and was just in the same position as me. And when you could have those two together, it's great. She's really my second girlfriend out of 23 years, you know. So I'm really picky when it comes to dating someone, because when I date someone, I'm looking to be with that person, you know what I mean, and trying to build something, a foundation to really, you know, have a relationship to hold on to. First got together, she's been in Reno for years. I was out in Sacramento. We only saw each other once every 2-3 months, you know what I'm saying? And we cherished every single second we had together, you know? So moving out here, we appreciate it even more, you know what I mean? Being together, and so even when we don't have quality time to spend together, we're both grinding. It's better than the months we had apart.
Well, I mean, I think it makes us stronger. It makes us actually appreciate our time together more. I feel like if we had too much time together, we would take each other for granted. He's always there for me. When I have a hard time with my exams or he has a rough day with football, I mean, we are connected and we are there for each other. I oftentimes will buy him his favorite snacks or whatever if he's having an off day, and he'll go buy me some takeout Chinese food if I'm having an off day. I mean, we both just kind of help each other out. He's just encouraging me all the time. If anything, he's bringing me up more than bringing me down. I mean, he's really saying, like, I know you got this. Every single time you put on your scrubs to work, I can see that this is what you're going to be doing.
You know, I realized that this was the first year of their semi-pro football team, so I was like, well, that's going to be great, you know, an opportunity to come out. And I was like, hey, let's do it. You know, I started talking to the coaches, and they said, you know, we'd love to have you, and things like that. And that was really the beginning stages where, you know, it started turning. I was like, you know, this is going to be a great season.
It didn't work out completely the way he wanted it to, but I think that it brought him yet another struggle that makes him even more stronger. And he's gonna only get stronger for it. He's never gonna weaken from it because that's just the way he is. He doesn't make any excuses for himself, he just goes for it. If something bad happens, he doesn't let it get to him too much, he fights through it. He doesn't know any way other than that, other than to fight through it. And so I think it actually makes us stronger. We're both struggling through life, which helps us connect with each other even more because we're both struggling just as much. My odds of getting into nursing school are about the odds of him getting into the NFL. I mean, we're both fighting for our careers right now, and we get each other.
My 23rd birthday, I just turned 23, and I was like, man, I'm not where I had planned, you know, things to go. But, you know, my faith in Christ, it's like, he's still showing me so many ways. I'm like, it's still possible. You know, I can't give up now. But the doubt does come. It gets difficult at times. And so what happened was on my 23rd birthday, she got me this present. And I mean, it may seem small to other people, but it was huge to me that, you know, she kind of felt, you know, what I was feeling, you know what I mean, without me not necessarily explaining it to her. So she got me this Miami Dolphin jersey, you know, number 44. With Bevins on the back, you know what I mean? And it wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna give you this jersey, I know that's your team. It was like, I believe in you, you know, keep going, you can do it. And I saw that, I was just like, man, wow, that is so deep. Like, that's crazy, you know, that she would actually, you know, do that. And it was a big motivation, you know, to keep going, you know. And she's always like that. I mean, we never really let each other, you know, doubt. I mean, we get to those points, it's almost like a couple times a week, but we're always lifting each other up. And I think that's what a real relationship is, you know, so it's great.
I realize the odds are against him, but I am all for somebody who is fighting for their dream. I could never be with somebody who is not passionate about something in their life, and the fact that he has so much passion and drive is one of the big reasons why I started dating him. And the fact that he goes for it every single day, he works out, I mean, he works really hard, and he's very determined. There's no doubt in his mind, he's focused. This is what he wants, and I want that for him more than anything.
This next step, and the goal is to play at UNR. I want to go to the JC, TMCC, take a few necessary classes, transfer over, you know, let the coach know that I'll be transferring, and I'm very confident in my ability, so just if a walk-on is necessary, I will definitely do that. And you know, hopefully make the team, which if I'm going to try out, that's the goal. That's what I believe is going to happen. And be able to play, and we'll see how it goes from there. Me and Courtney go, I see us, definitely getting married in the next few years, but not trying to rush it, so still trying to build and grow in that relationship to have a foundation, but definitely I see us getting married in the future. Having a family once both of our careers are, kind of in place, and regardless of what happens, as long as we're building together and supporting each other, that's going to definitely be success.
I expect to be with him for the rest of my life. I'm fully committed to our relationship. I love him dearly. I support him. I know he supports me. I can see me working as a nurse while he's in football. I can completely see that. I can see us having kids together. We are committed and we're working our way through life little by little. We're very strong and we're not going to be shaken by anything.